With understanding swinging, we're gonna start with the 3-swing regrab. This is gonna get us comfortable on the bar. It's gonna start to have us sticking our butt back, but also fixing our grip. We generate power from our hips, and with swinging, it's no different. We don't wanna stick our feet back. We wanna stick our butt back, then stick our feet back to kick through. We can start to practice that with the 3-swing regrab. With the 3-swing regrab, we're taking 3 swings, sticking our butt back, letting go, regrabbing, kicking through, and then on the 3rd one, sticking our butt back, achieving that float so that I can bail, let go of the bar in a safe way. As we start to generate more power with our swing, we want to have safe ways to bail. The 3-swing regrab is a safe way to start to practice that. Also a safe way to start to practice generating power and practice good swing technique of sticking the butt back, bringing the knees up, extending the legs, and then kicking through. Next, we want to get into our starter swing, which is going to be that initial swing to generate as much power and as little amount of swings as possible. Ideally, you want to use 1 swing before you move to the next obstacle. The starter swing is only used once. It's the initiation of the swing. With the starter swing, the more of my body that I can get in front of the bar, on this side of the bar, the more I can scoop to generate more backward swing to then go into the release of the swing to the next obstacle. One of the things you can use to help get your body on the front side of the bar is that kip. I'm gonna kip, pull, extend my legs out, almost do like an underbar to get the majority of my body on the front side of the bar, and then scoop my legs back as I stick my butt back, extend my legs, and then kick through. I don't want to extend my legs and then just plop. So it's an active engagement, an active scoop of my heels down as I stick my butt back. The more I'm able to get my feet out in front of me, the bigger scoop I do, the more backswing I have that I can then go into. The reason we want to practice that 3-swing regrab prior to this, if I'm generating a lot of power, having practiced that 3-swing regrab, I will have the ability to bail if I need to, if I feel like I have too much power on that backswing. The next step is to do that starter swing into a release on that backswing, just like we do on that 3rd swing of the 3-swing regrab, float up, get a nice good landing. Once I'm comfortable controlling that backswing, I want to move to then the forward swing. Once I've stuck my butt backwards and I'm at my apex of on my way back, I'm going to then extend my legs so that I can now use my legs to kick through. One of the mistakes that we see with this is that people will drive their knees and not their feet. There's 2 kinds of releases that we're looking for from a swing. 1, to go into precision, which I'm landing on my feet. 2, to regrab another bar or another obstacle. There's gonna be different releases with that, different driving as far as feet or hips, but the backswing into the forward swing is basically the same. Kicking our feet, driving our feet is giving us a longer lever, which is gonna give us more power. We really wanna get in the habit of kicking our feet. I prefer to keep my feet together the majority of the swing. When they're together, I'm generating more power, it's more controlled. When I do a landing, I bend my knees to disperse the force from coming into my body. When I'm swinging, I'm trying to utilize that force. I don't want to disperse it. So on my backswing, if I bend my knees, that's dispersing some of that force. If I'm floppy with my lower body, again, that's not containing that force to then be utilized. If I'm sticking my legs back, I'm in an extended position. An extended position is not as strong as a flexed position. When I stick my butt back, it's almost like I'm doing 2 loadings. I load here, and then I load with my legs to kick through. If I just stick my legs back, it's 1 load, and it's a much weaker load because I'm in that extended position. One of the things I like to equate this to is if I'm in a position where somebody is punching me and I'm laying on the ground, I go to the fetal position because it's a much stronger, safer position. I don't do this, which is a much weaker position. This is much stronger. I'm engaging my musculature. So even with my backswing, when I extend my butt back, when I go to open my legs, I don't do this. I extend my butt back and then open my legs, but I'm still engaged here, nice and tight, to then kick through. Swinging technique isn't hard, it's complex. There's a lot of timing to it. There's a lot of body sensation of feeling how you're doing it correctly. We naturally want to stick our legs back, but again, this isn't the strongest, best swinging technique. Ideally, you don't want to have too much of a swing when you are practicing the swinging technique, especially when you start to release. You want to have a nice controlled swing, just practicing the timing of the butt back, knees up, extending the legs, and kicking through. So not looking to get a whole lot of swing. Utilizing one swing, utilizing that starter swing, little bit of a backswing, and then going into that release. With the release, again, there's two different kinds. First one I'm going to talk about is going to that precision. So going to my feet landing on something. Biggest thing with this is we want to drive our feet to where we're going and then throw the bar to get our chest so we can see where we're going. We don't want to drive our knees. Just as if I'm jumping to something, I don't jump and lead with my knees. I jump and get my feet out in front of me so I can see where I'm landing. Nice and easy. Getting a small starter swing. Butt back, knees up, kick your feet, throw the bar, get a nice good landing. Going towards the ground, just spotting where you're trying to get to, getting a nice good landing, throwing those feet. Making sure to drive our feet where we're going. We want to avoid throwing the knees, driving the hips, and floating and then coming down. That is a very common thing that you see, is that people drive their hips. That comes from, most likely, practicing swinging and trying to go to a bar or an obstacle that's up here. They want to drive and go up. Really want to think about driving your feet, shooting your feet to where you're going. Nice and easy, shoot, throw. And really making sure to throw that bar. We don't want to end up here.